If you're running bots on Bitsgap but still feel like you're guessing on the best settings to use to maximize profits, I need you to stop right now. Because when you set your bots with the wrong settings, not only you leave a ton of profits on the table, you can also lose a lot of money. So in this video, I will break down the exact settings that I use to consistently make 10 to 30% a month. Now, why should you even listen to me? Well, my name is Emilio. I have been using Bitsgap for more than 6 years, deployed over 1,000 bots and generated more than $500,000 in profits, as well as helped more than 300 clients do the same. Like David, where one of his bots made over 33% in net profit in just 4 weeks using the exact same system I'm about to show you right now. So the first thing you have to understand is how the bot actually makes money. Well, in this instance, it is a grid trading system, meaning it's gonna make profits every time the cryptocurrency goes up in value and then it goes up. Like in this example here, I made about 7% in 30 days and the bot made a total amount of 50 transactions. This is where I start the bot. The bot placed sell orders when the price went up. When it went up down, it made buy orders, and then when it went up again, it triggers sell orders. So it buys lows and sells high. It is as simple as that. It is not trying to predict where the price is gonna go. It is not using any advanced indicator or anything like that. What you do need to have is the right cryptocurrency and right settings, as well as an exit confirmation, so you know exactly when to secure these profits and being able to make an insane amount of money. So for example here, I have been securing profits quite a lot recently, and in fact I can show you that in the last 7 days I have secured around $5,000 in profit. For example, with this bot I secured $336 in just 3 days, or this one $267 in 1 day, $451 in 1 day, $300 in 10 days, and so on. So, or even this one where I secure around $579 in 12 hours worth of trading. So now that you understand that this is possible, what are the best settings you can use for your bot? Well, if you understand the concept that you need to cover a lot of price action to be able to maximize profits and minimize risk, then you will be able to figure out what will be the best settings. So I'm going to show you an example on XRP. So here, for example, the very first thing you have to do is you need to make sure that you are looking at the bigger time frame. So if you're in the 1 hour, 4 hours, 6 hours, change that and set it to the daily time frame. What this is going to do is that it's going to allow you to see and visualize the long-term picture. You need to be able to see what is going on in the last 3 to 6 months, ideally more than 6 months. Now, once you are in the daily time frame, you're gonna click here and you need to figure out the support and the resistance. Everything will come from support and resistance. So where a lot of you fail is that thinking that your bot is magically going to make profits. The reality is that that doesn't happen. You need to have a system behind it. And part of the system we help our clients on CBA when implementing the systematic approach is giving them coins with good volatility, as well as giving them the optimum settings to maximize profits and minimize risk. And then finally, an exit confirmation, which I'm going to help you set up in a minute. But that being said, first, before diving into the settings, start by figuring out what is the support and resistance of the coin. So for example, in XRP, the most important resistance, at least in the last 286 days, is about 1.94 cents. So you want to draw your support right here. Then when it comes to the resistance, the most important resistance is around 3.5 cents. The XRP has not been able to cross up above this mark. So now what you have to do is you need to set up your settings in alignment to this support and resistance you just figured out from the coin. Where a lot of you miss and where I have seen tons of losses happening is where you think that your bot is magically going to make you a ton of money, but the reality is that you need to prepare your bot for the absolutely worst case scenario. Meaning if XRP was gonna go all the way down to 1.90 cents, can your bot still be, first, trading, and second, still being able to keep you making money? The way you can ensure that is by making sure that the order distance covers all the way down to this most important support. So we have to increase it all the way down until this most important support is being taken care of. What we're doing right now with the bot is letting it trade in the absolutely worst case scenario. Let's do another example, for example, with APT. And again, this is going to apply for any coin you're going to be trading. So make sure you pay attention to this. So first things off, we're going to start by switching to the daily time frame. Then we're going to recognize the most important support and the most important resistance. So most important support, most important resistance, somewhere around here. And now we're going to adjust our settings accordingly. So in this case, I'm covering all the way down here to the most important support, which is good, but I'm still missing a lot on the resistance side of things. So what do I have to do is I have to increase this to 1.2%. That way I'm covering even more on the downside and I'm covering a lot on the upside as well. So now when it comes to order count, I could keep this to 40. Don't mess with that. All we have to do is just ensure we cover enough price action. Then I will set my investment amount to around $5,000 for this example. And you can see that this is actually my live account here. Click on continue and start the bot. Now that is just the second step of the systematic approach. We have the coin, we have the settings. Now we need to set an exit confirmation, which is crucial. If you don't have an exit confirmation, here's what it's going to happen. It probably is happening already to you. You start your account with $10,000 and after 1 month of trading, you have made a ton of bot profit. But let's be honest, bot profit is not real profit. P&L is your actual profit. So if you're not securing your P&L, guess what? You're not making any profit. So after 1 month, 3 months, 6 months of trading, you have made a ton of bot profit, but you haven't done a single dollar on your P&L. Your trading account is still $10,000. I have seen this hundreds of times with clients. They come in, they tell me, hey Emilio, I have been trading this bot for 5 months and my bot profit is 50%, but my P&L is like 2%. Then I check their account and their account has only grown 2% because bot profit is not real profit. P&L is. That's why we secure all of the bots with the highest P&L possible to ensure that your account is actually growing. In fact, I started this account this month with 90K and now is sitting at $97,000. And in fact, you can see that because that's roughly how much I have been securing in the last about 30 days. Yeah, in the last 30 days, I have secured about $12,000 in actual P&L, not per profit. So in other words, your bots must be optimized not for bot profit, but for P&L. So moving on to the last step on the systematic approach is an exit confirmation. So now that I have this bot running, what you need to have is an exit confirmation on when you could be looking to shut it down. And for this, you're going to open Trading View. We're going to go to the name of the coin. So in this example, it's going to be APT. And all you're going to do is on the daily time frame, you're going to use this indicator called the Smart RSI. It is my own indicator we have developed on CBA. So if you want to have access for free for 30 days, then comment down below your TradingView username and I will grant you access for 30 days. Once you have access to the indicator, you will be able to find it here, indicators, invite only, and then you can install it. You're going to click on more, add alert, and change this to Smart RSI. We're going to change it to shutdown loop bot. So it's going to tell you what is the best time to shut down your loop bot, maximize profits in P&L, so actually profit, and then restart the bot with a higher investment amount. What that is going to do is that it's going to make sure that your account is growing consistently. Then as message, we can call shutdown APT loop bot, and then we can continue and go ahead and create the alert. So yeah, and that's how you can successfully set up a crypto trading bot with the best settings to not only maximize profits, but also protect your account. You will also know when to exactly shut down your bot to take the profits it has done and secure them in your account. So guys, if you want me and my team help you set up this exact same system we have done with more than 300 clients, there's gonna be a link down in the description. You can book a call with us, and if you are a good fit, we will go ahead and help you set everything up. If not, at least you learned what the system is about. That being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you.